it is again expensive and boring in Australia in Indian rupees and not Australian dollars. So we did use a remittance service to transfer our money from Australia to India. And when it comes to remittance, I trust no one, but I would not lie, I have bought sandals from the kids section here in Australia. Or dal, chawal, rice, lentils, nothing of that sort from India, because those... Hi guys, my name is Neha and welcome back to my channel. Most of you would know that I recently visited India after 3 long years. Although it was the worst trip of my life for obvious reasons. If you don't know, I will add a link to the previous videos, vlogs up here, so you can check that out after watching this one. But yeah, that trip was not as I expected it to be. But I still managed to get a few things that I needed here in Australia. So this video is all about everything I got from India during my recent trip. So without further ado, let's get started. Alright, I would like to start by giving 2 disclaimers. Number 1, I don't like doing hauls. I don't want to promote fast fashion or buying more things in life. So this is a rare occasion. Do not get influenced by me. And number 2, I had the privilege of getting these things from India, but you can easily find all of these items in Australia as well. Alright, with that out of the way, let's start with the first category, and it involves clothing, accessory and whatnot. Number 1, saris. So, I got a lot of saris. Some of them are from my wedding trousseau and some are of my mom. So they are very precious to me. Arun is my husband, he also got some kurtas. Now saris, kurtas, ghagras are available in Australia as well. Many small businesses do sell them, but they are a bit expensive because for obvious reasons they do spend a lot of money to get the product to Australia from India, and hence it's expensive. I could get them because I was in India and I had some space in my luggage, so I got most of my saris and kurtas with me. Now, along those lines, I also got a lot of glass bangles. So I love bangles. They are really pretty. I do wear them. But the problem is that they are very expensive in Australia. Again, because importing glass is a difficult task. So for obvious reasons, it is again very expensive. So I got a lot of glass bangles. Again, most of these are of my mom, so they are very precious to me. I also went to some local markets and shopped for junk jewelry because I love them and they're so cheap and there's so many different varieties available. I got a lot of junk, not a lot, but some junk jewelry from India as well. And I also got some of my gold jewelry because they were already lying in India and I wanted to use them here in Australia. So that's that. Apart from that, I got some bindis and sindoor because again, lots to choose from when in India, so I got some of those as well. Now, the next thing I got was makeup. Now, makeup is available in Australia as well, but again, the variety in India is just unmissable. The cost of makeup in India is very low as compared to Australia without compromising on quality. Because there's just so much competition, I think you get some amazing products at a very cheap price, and so whenever I'm in India, I go for makeup shopping for sure. Now, I also shopped from Amazon because again, you get some amazing clothing items on Amazon at a very, very cheap price. I got a few tops because they are, in my humble opinion, very stylish than the ones that we get here in Australia. So I did buy some tops from Amazon, and we also ended up going to Uniqlo. Now you would imagine Uniqlo is in Australia as well. What's the need to get the items from India? But I compared the prices online for the product both in India and Australia, the same product, and they were much cheaper for whatever reason in India. So I thought, why not save some money? So I got some clothing items, both me and Arun, from Uniqlo India as well. So you might have noticed that we did spend a lot of money, not just in shopping, but we also went out for dinners and lunches with friends and family. We also traveled a fair bit in India, and hence we needed money in Indian rupees and not Australian dollars. So we did use a remittance service to transfer our money from Australia to India. And when it comes to remittance, I trust no one but Panda Remit. Panda Remit helps you send money to more than 200 countries across the globe in a safe and secure manner. Panda Remit offers very low transaction fees. It's almost 1/10 as compared to other remittance service, and it is actually zero fee for your first remittance service. Also, the exchange rates they provide to send money back home or to any other country is just too good to say no to. You know that you will get the bang for your buck when you're using Panda Remit. Their 24/7 customer service means that you are never lost, but you have full support while using their app. They have capital licenses, legal capital licenses from countries like US, Singapore, Australia, Europe, etc. And they partner with organizations such as MasterCard, WeChat, Trustpilot. So now you know if you want to send some money back home to your loved ones, if you want it to be safe and secure and quick and easy, where to go to. It is Panda Remit for sure. I have added a link in the description if you want to check Panda Remit, which I am telling you, you must. Check the link in the description to make your first transaction in few easy steps. So the next thing we got were some Ayurvedic medicines, because these are, although available in Indian stores, they are comparatively very expensive. So basically the theme here is I try to get things that are expensive in Australia and cheap in India, and that you can get easily. I mean, don't get things that you are not allowed. Be mindful of the border rules because you might be caught while immigrating. So no meat, no leather, nothing of that sort. So anyways, coming back, I got some Ayurvedic medicines. This is Triphala powder because again, they're very expensive in Australia and very, very cheap in India. And they had all the ingredients. They are industrially packed. They are not homemade products. They are packed and they have all the ingredients listed. So you can easily get these while coming to Australia, and I got a lot of these bottles. Now I also got some puja items like Mata Ki Chunni and Chinau, and books like Saptashati Path or Karwa Chauth Katha book. Not exactly grains or seeds because they are prohibited items, so none of those. But I got some of these items to Australia as well, because again, some of these are difficult to find and some of these are very, very expensive in Australia. Now I didn't get a lot of footwear because I was scared about getting leather into Australia, so I made sure it was not leather, but I got one pair of sandals from India. The reason for getting them from India and not finding them in Australia is because I don't know, I think my foot size is fine, but it's small for Australians and it's hard to find my shoe here because of my foot size. So I am an EU 38, which is I think 5, UK 5, which is a standard, pretty standard foot size in India. But I would not lie, I have bought sandals from the kids section here in Australia. So yeah, when I found something, I was like, yep, I'm gonna get it because it is anyways difficult to find it in Australia. The next thing we got was some passport size photographs, because getting yourself photographed for some reason is very expensive in Australia. Again, the theme is get things that are cheap, right? And that are allowed. So I got a few photographs, passport size photographs, and not many. I think I got 4 because mostly you need scanned copies, but sometimes for visa purposes you might need like actual printout for photographs. So I got like 4 or 8 of them. And it was cheap and quick and I loved it, of course. The next thing we got were some phone covers and pop socket, because it is again expensive and boring in Australia. Like if you need the fancy ones, A, it is very difficult to find them here, and B, it will be so expensive and not durable at all. So if you look at my phone right now, it's this cheap cover from Kmart that is broken because the buttons just came off, I think within 2 weeks of using them, and it was bloody $7 or something. And in India, you get such cute phone covers. I love them and I cannot live without pop sockets. So I got not very fancy, but cute pop sockets and phone covers with me as well. And full disclosure, we did not get any masalas, ghee, or dal, chawal, rice, lentils, nothing of that sort from India, because those are prohibited items and I don't find it worthy enough to get them to Australia because they are heavy and you get them in Indian stores anyways, and not just Indian stores, you get it in any supermarket. So did not get any of those, because after living in Australia for 4 years, I now know what I should get versus what is a complete waste of space in my baggage. So I did not get any of those, but these were all the things that I got from India. I did not get a lot of time to shop, but clearly I did get a lot of things. I tried to smush everything in the 1 week time that I have before coming to Australia. But you totally do not need to get everything that I got from India. This is just to give you an inspiration that will help you think about the things you would want to take to Australia if you're coming to Australia soon. Tell me in the comments which item was your favorite from the various items that I got from India, and what would you bring if you are coming to Australia soon, or if you are in Australia soon, what did you get from India? If you like this video, give it a big fat thumbs up, share it with your friends, subscribe to my channel, hit that bell notification icon, and definitely check out the Panda Remit app by clicking the link in the description right now. Panda Remit is trusted by so many Indians across the globe, and especially in Australia, when it comes to sending money back home to their loved ones. It has to offer the best exchange rate in the market, so make sure you spend some good time with Panda Remit. Stay safe, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!